Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hello, how are you? I'm your science teacher with the summary of Science Zoom online lecture number 2 from chapter number 1, Cells, Tissues and Organs. In the previous lecture, I have told you that all plants and animals have cells. Both plants and animal cells have certain features or organelles that are similar, and some of the organelles are different. In today's topic, I am going to discuss about the specialist cells. What are specialist cells? Specialist cells are the cells found in plants and animals that have developed certain characteristics to perform a particular function. It means that they have certain features which enable them to perform a specific function. Now first comes the Palisade cells. Palisade cells are the plant specialist cells. Where are they found? They are found on the top surface of the leaves. What is their function? They help in the process of photosynthesis. Remember the process of photosynthesis? Photosynthesis is the process by which plants make their own food from carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight energy. Since this process needs sunlight energy, so obviously these cells help in the trapping of sunlight energy, so that is why they are present on the top surface of the leaves, so that maximum amount of sunlight energy is trapped by these cells. Why do they do so? Because they have extra chloroplast in them. Chloroplasts have a green pigment that is called chlorophyll, and chlorophyll in turn helps in the trapping of sunlight energy. So that is why they are specialists. Do you know how many chloroplasts will be present in the Palisade cells? 50 chloroplasts. Amazing. 50 chloroplasts are present in each Palisade cell. So that is why Palisade cell is a specialist cell. Now comes the root hair cells. The name shows that where they are present. Obviously they are present in the roots. But where in the roots? They are present in the tips of the roots. These are the roots and these are the tips. They are usually microscopic. What is its function? Its function is to absorb water and mineral salts from the soil. Why do they do so? Because they are long and thin. See, this is the root hair cell and it has been shown under a microscope. It has large surface area. They are thin and they have large surface area to absorb more and more water and mineral salts from the soil. That is why root hair cells are considered to be the specialist cells in plants. Okay, now I am moving towards the animal specialist cells. Number 1, red blood cells. The name shows that they are present in the blood. Blood is made up of plasma and it contains red blood cells, white blood cells and the platelets. All these cells present in the blood are specialist. Now I am talking about red blood cells. What is its function? Its function is to carry oxygen. Red blood cells carry oxygen around the body. Why? Because they have no nucleus. These cells have no nucleus in them, so they provide more surface area for absorption of oxygen. See, they have no nucleus to absorb oxygen. They are providing them more surface area. Secondly, their biconcave shape. Biconcave shape is just like if you have seen the butterscotch toffee, how it is pinched inside. So it is also providing large surface area for the absorption of more and more oxygen. Also they have a protein that is called the hemoglobin. Now hemoglobin present not only gives a red color to the blood, but also it helps in the carrying of oxygen around the body. So that is why red blood cell is considered to be the specialist cell in the animals. Now it's a turn of the nerve cells. What are nerve cells? Nerve cells are specialized cells present in the animals. Where are they found? They are found everywhere in your body. They form a network around in your body. Why? Because they have to send message from each and every organ of your body, and especially see, you have the largest organ, that is called the skin. They have nerve endings at the skin, and they take message from the skin whether the object you have touched is hot or cold, or you are experiencing some pressure, heat, coldness, pain, all these things. So these nerve cells, they are also present in the rest of the sense organs like the eye, the ear, the nose and the tongue, and they have the ability to carry messages around the body. Where do they carry these messages? Obviously to the brain, because brain is the control center, and it then interprets these messages and tells you what type of sound you are hearing, or what type of thing you are seeing, or what type of thing you are touching, etc. Why do they do so? What is the special feature about it? And that is, they are long and thin, they form a network around your body, and also they have connections on both sides. See, these are the connection. One connection is this one, and the second one is this. This end is connected with the sense organ, and it takes messages from the sense organ, and this end is either connected with rest of the nerves or with the spinal cord and to the brain, and it sends messages to those parts of the body. So due to the presence of connections on both sides, and also their length and their thinness enable them to carry messages around the body. That is why nerve cells are considered to be the specialist cells. Then comes the ciliated epithelial cells. Where are they present? They are present in the lining of the nose and in the windpipe, and also in the lining of the oviducts. You know about the nose. It's one of the organ involved in the respiration, and windpipe is also one of the organ of the respiratory system, and oviduct is that duct or a tube-like structure through which eggs inside the body are moved to the uterus. How? I'll just explain it later on. Now, what is the function of the ciliated epithelial cells? Number one, they sweep dust and microbes. In the previous class, you have studied that when the air enters your nose, it is full of dirt, it is full of germs. Microbes means germs. So in the nose and even in the trachea or the windpipe, you have a mucus, and also due to the presence of this ciliated epithelial cells, it enables to sweep away the dust and the microbes. How? All because these cells have hair-like structure called the cilia. See this, if this is the lining or inside the nose and these are the cells, these are the cilia. What are cilia? Cilia are the hair-like structure which are present in these epithelial cells. They sweep away the dust and the microbes that may enter inside the body and cause harm to you. Then due to the presence of ciliated epithelial cells, or due to the presence of cilia, they move the eggs from the ovaries to the uterus. It means that eggs are made in the ovaries and they must be moved to the uterus. So these cilia, they act like tiny brooms and they move away all the eggs through the oviducts to the uterus, and after that from the uterus they are eliminated outside the body for further reproduction. So the special adaptation of these ciliated cell is the presence of the cilia. Cilia enables the epithelial cells to sweep away the dust and the microbes, and also the eggs move from the ovaries to the uterus by means of these cilia. Okay. Now I am going to move towards the next topic, and that is unicellular organism. Dear students, as you know that organisms are divided into two groups, unicellular organisms and multicellular organisms. Now first comes the unicellular organism. Uni means one and cellular means cells. So those organisms which are made up of only one cell are called as unicellular organism. For example, amoeba and euglena. This is the diagram of amoeba and this one is the euglena. So one-celled organisms are called unicellular organisms. Then comes multicellular organism. Multi means many, cellular means cells. So those organisms which are made up of many cells are called multicellular organisms, or many-celled organisms are known as multicellular organism. For example, you yourself means the human being, the mango tree or the rose tree or the cat or dog, all those animals which you see with your own eyes, they are visible to you. They are known as multicellular organisms. These are some other examples of unicellular organism. Okay, I have discussed this one, amoeba, this one is paramecium. Both of them are unicellular animals, and this one is euglena and it is a unicellular plant. Why is it a plant? Because they have chloroplast in them. Why they are animals? Because they have no chloroplast. Simple. Then you have multicellular organism, all the plants visible to you and the human being and the insects and different type of animals, cats, dogs, etc. all are examples of multicellular organism. Now I am going to give you some examples that are found in the human body, and out of these I have discussed the first one, that is the red blood cell, and how small it is. It is about 0.007 millimeter across. Then we have the egg cell, which is the beginning of a human baby, is one of the largest cells found in your body, and it is about 0.2 millimeter across. Then we have the brain cells, which are the smallest cells in your body, and they measure about 0.005 millimeter across. And it's a very strange thing I am going to tell you, that about 40 of them, 40 brain cells would fit across the dot on the top of the letter I. As I have told you in my lecture, that this is the I and this is the dot. 40 of them can fit across this dot. So this was all about today's lecture. I hope you have understood it. See you in the next lecture. Until then, stay happy, safe and sound.